My loves, welcome back to the Starscartel channel. If you don't know, I'm Star. Baby, try to fight through these crafts and, reveal these messages to y'all. The next message I received is you need to come see me. I can't stay. As I heard this message, God also is showing me like this might be a setup for somebody. The reason I say it's a setup is because why is this person asking you this in the spirit? And hold on, let me cut down my rain music, okay? And I'm gonna tell you why. Because if it's a vibe where you really want to see somebody and you really miss somebody, why won't you like tell them that? Why is it a situation where you praying in the spirit? What's going on around you that is preventing you from being able to call this person and reach out and tell them how you feel? What's gonna happen when they get there? I can't stay. I'm somebody, y'all. You know what show I really like? I like the show The Residents. Okay, it's on Netflix and it's about the detective. And one thing I like about this show is I love her attention to detail, yo. And I'm like this. And most people won't even, because it's not a situation where I'll just, like, you know what I'm saying? Sometimes people see me off in the days and I'm just staring at a spot and I'm looking around. But this is because I pay attention to detail. I pay attention to everything that's going on around me. This is why, even though somebody came up to the club and tapped me upside my head and left me on the floor, I still remember in detail everything that was going on around me before that moment, because I pay attention to detail. And then on top of that, I listen to God when he said to record. And that way I can go over that video over and over and over again and get the context clues that I need. I accidentally was taking flashing pictures, I guess, what I was hit. And baby, all kind of things going on, bro. I pay attention to detail. And because I pay attention to detail, it ain't gonna be no situation where you telling me that you miss me and you know what I'm saying? I just feel like we gotta pay attention. Context clues, bro. God says somebody, they said they want you to come and see them. They said they miss you. They X, Y, all these things is going on, and all that is nice and dandy. But the gag is, the thing about it is, why haven't you called and said this here? Why haven't you called and said this here? Why haven't you put forth any effort, bro? Why is it a situation where like I'm just confused, and I'm just saying this is from my perspective as somebody that, you know what I'm saying, I'm thinking about the perspective of these messages. If it's about where your exes or husband or whoever this person is, they friends have threatened you to leave them alone, and the reason they want you to leave them alone is halfway because they want them to be able to sleep with who they want them to sleep with. And part of it because they want to try to force you into sleeping with who they want you to sleep with. I don't think I'm finna come over there, because I can't stunt. It look like that. What that sounds like is, that sounds like pimping. That sounds like y'all got some kind of Rico stuff going on over there. That sounds like, you know what I'm saying? I like, my name is just cartel on here. I don't really got no cartel action going on over here. But what y'all, it sound like y'all real life, you know, holy real deal Holyfield over there, bro. I'm not going over there. I'm not coming over there. I meant what I said. I'm not going back to that side of town no more until I figure out what's going on, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, sis, you know what I'm saying? I would rather, be ducked off like her, like she in the forest in a tree trying to find a specific bird. Baby, I would rather do that than go over there. I'm serious. I would rather be like she was on the beach, with the deserted beach with nothing but a tent and a gas stove. I would rather do that than go over there. The scripture comes from, because I pay attention to the context clues. Okay, I pay attention. I do. I pay attention. God didn't anoint me to be a prophet for no reason. I pay attention to detail, bro. The scripture comes from Jasher 76 and 49. And the princes of the king and all his counselors advised the king, to which a pair of Beneath the queen, his wife, had born to him, besides the king's children of concubines. God said, this is somebody, while you are appointed to be queen to your husband, but there is somebody that wants to make you their concubine. God said it's a no, and it's a hard no. And when the king is ready to see his queen, it's going to be a situation where that's what's going to be going on. But it ain't going to be no vibe where somebody else is in the spirit saying, hey, yeah, he want to see you. Yeah, he want to see you. Yeah, come on over here. Yeah, come on. What? So you can try to kidnap me before he even notice I'm there? Is that what you want to do, devil? So it could be a trick. It's a scheme. It's a game. Ha ha ha. We got you. No, you don't. Because I pay attention to the context clues. And until it's a vibe where that man is freely able to do whatever he want to do, I'm over it. I'm through and I'm done, bro. Because in reality, I don't know what else to do. I feel like this is out of my control. This goes over my head. All I can do is pray to God, because I like God is not the author of confusion, and what it looked like is he a slave, bro. Because I don't understand why it's a situation where you threatening me not to have intimacy with my husband, bro. I'm not understanding why he needs to tell you every time we go somewhere. I don't understand why you need to know where we stand at. I don't understand why people are following us around and why he keep on sneaking off. Like, what man with I just feel like with a brain is going to sleep with the neighbor? I smell a rat, bro. I smell a rat, bro. Something ain't right. Something ain't right. And that's the message. Something ain't right. And baby, there's something that's fishy going on. And until I figure out, pinpoint what it is, I'm going to leave it all the way. I'm completely pulling the plug on the whole vibe. That ain't my man. He said that's not what's going on. Okay, that's fine. Well, he ain't my man. Because no man of mine will be sneaking off to go to the neighbor. No man of mine will be sending her to my house. No man of mine will be causing all of these drama and problem and issues. I don't have time for none of this at all. I got other things to do. And that's the message. Thank you guys for watching. Be sure to like, share, and subscribe. Deuces.